Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7 the T, and I continue to take you on a ride through Tropical Storm Nicholas. Though I'm going to call him Hurricane, just because he's going to have hurricane-type damage as a rain event. Now, this is our storm yesterday, the 12th, and then this is our storm now. See that? In a very short amount of time, it has become a monster of a rainfall event, in my opinion. It does not look like it is going to stall out. And in good news, it's actually moving faster than they thought it was going to go. So that will mean it will spend less time over land. But this thing is still gargantuan in size of rainfall, in my opinion. Okay, now for comparison, this is Houston, where I live. And then here are the rain bands down here that are coming in. Now, here's the size of the overall total storm. And so, that is a lot of rain, you know? I mean, this storm is about half the size of Texas. And even though it will be moving faster, it'll still be moving kind of slow. And so, yeah, this thing definitely has the potential to drop over 20 inches of rain in isolated areas. And it's all relative. Like if you get 5 inches of rain in the wrong spot, that can cause flooding and trouble. If you get a foot of rain in the wrong spot, you can definitely cause trouble. And if you get 2 feet of rain, you definitely have trouble. My guess was this storm would peak out at like 27 inches for the max rainfall. It could be high above that, could be low above that. At this point, we're watching a major storm. Models have it getting to be about a Category 1 hurricane strength. But it will definitely leave hurricane-type rainfall. Category 2, Category 3 rainfall. Who knows? We'll have to stay tuned. And I've been watching it all night long on the graveyard shift. And it has been impressive to see how this thing has just popped and formed. See, it was a bunch of just junky parts. And then it came together like a transformer into one big kind of round circle. Now, it is lopsided. And so the low is over here, because the wind shear is pushing it away from Starbase completely. I'm not even sure they got any rain, but all the rain is on the east side, and it is now forming. I think it'll be a hurricane wind strength before it makes landfall, but Texans can handle a Category 1 hurricane winds. Now, Category 3 hurricane rain, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, not everybody, but do your best. I used to be so good at talking, and I guess I talk too much, and I got bad at it. How does that work? I don't know. Same thing with a fastball pitcher. Eventually he loses fastball. Maybe I'm just tired. All right, here you go. Boom. Look at that thing, dude. So watching this is what you were watching me watch this, and we're watching it together, and look how it's all junky. Then everybody went to bed, and it's like, bam, look at me now. It's blowing up. And so, remember we had the big 7.2 earthquake. And so, I don't know. We are on super high alert pretty much through the end of the year. You know, I said the first week or two of September would calm down, and then it would get crazy. And so we're in the crazy zone. It is weird, just like with Ida, it has that one long arm, and at some point the long arm is putting out precipitation by Florida. Ida did that too. And so, like I said, the low is down here by Matamoros. And so, to look at this thing properly, the low is right there-ish, or over here, and then that is heading up here. And so, a lot of rain is going to come through College Station and probably Houston, man. And there are a lot of Houstonians who are probably like, man, I've been through 50 inches. Well, I ain't worried about 20. But it's a matter of who, what, where, when, why. I know where I live. The city dug out like 30 feet on either side of the trench by my bayou. So I know my area is at least safer to take more rain. But we'll have to see until after the storm is over. I do not want to let my guard down or convince you to let your guard down until you know that danger is past. Now I'm hitting crappy buttons. But I am trying to make the point of look at how it was junky, and then now it just came together. It's been wild. Well, we have luck with the hurricane that just rolled off of Africa around the 27th. Hopefully, we'll check it out. But that's a later date. Yeah. So as far as watching storms develop overnight, even though this one hasn't rapidly intensified, it is rapidly sizified, in my opinion. If I was allowed to ifify thingies. Yeah. Got its act together. Nicholas. And it is really, 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 really bad news if this trend were to hold for Louisiana, because this would put the majority of Louisiana on 7 to 10 inches of rain. And by my calculations, this is still like 700 feet and then maybe like 100 feet up, 300. I'm sorry, miles. And so that would be just a lot of rain. This is going to be a lot of rain. The yellow is estimated to be up to like 15, 20 inches. And this whole, I don't know, but this track may be too far to the east, too far to the west. We'll have to continue. This has been a storm that's jumping all over the place. Yeah, prayers up to the first responders and to everybody involved, and extra special for the people in Louisiana. They've been getting hit very hard. And I'm actually glad that Texas is getting hit with the brunt of this, because I don't think Louisiana can take it right now. So I'm not glad we're getting hit. I'm just saying right now I think Texas is better prepared to handle it than them. But I didn't make that major call anyway. Yeah, but while you were sleeping, in case you missed it, the low of the storm literally jumped like 250 miles north and a little to the west, which was good, because if it had stayed back, it would have given it more time to develop over very warm waters. And you know, Mother Nature tends to go in patterns, and after Texas got hit by that really hard winter storm, I had a feeling that this is May 20. With the 2021 trend, I feel confident that Texas would probably get hit with a hurricane this year. And even though it is very lopsided and is getting hit with wind shear, I still think from here to here, it will intensify at some point. And Bobby even agrees it is #big. I mean, that is literally what she said. It is big. And I agree. There's the point I made at the very beginning of the video, that this is like half the size of Texas. This is all rain, man. It's all rain. But hey, let's let Jack Sillen break it down. Nicholas has been moving northwest or even west this morning thanks to east-southeast steering flow in the lower levels. The vortex is shallow and tilted thanks to the shear, so it's only feeling the lower level steering flow. Should this continue, landfall may be rather soon. And so, yeah, if it drifts into the coast, that could disrupt its interaction. But on the other hand, convection to the east continues to be intense. The storm is still on the weaker side, and if as the current center gets disrupted by land interaction, we may well see a new one emerge to the east. This is all governed by processes too mercurial to reliably predict. This is a weird storm, man. Nicholas says this is vital to staying safe during storms. Hey-oh, please tune into your local city, county emergency management office. Know the office that serves you. Know where they post info. Sign up for alerts. Listen to what they tell you to do. Okay, cool. But you guys are Astro Fight Club, so I think you're a step ahead of normal people as far as weather and hurricanes go, I would guess. Am I right? Nicholas is a New Yorker. Anywho, I said this to friends after Ida hit Louisiana, and I guess I'll say it again now. I think planet Neptune is pissed, because we're supposed to be taking care of the oceans, the rivers and the lakes, and the water. Hey, this is a bonding experience with Texans. Sylvester Turner, we are now expecting heavy rain tonight and going into tomorrow. I would strongly encourage you to stay off the roads this evening going into tomorrow. Please do not attempt to drive through flooded streets or go around barricades. All right, I need to go to the store. I got a personal story. Okay, so if you guys have been following my channel, I got a car like in March. Anyway, I still have to pay my mom $100 a month for it. And my mom is really mad at me because I'm a month late on my car payment. And then I got like a parking ticket and then a toll ticket. And somehow it went to her boyfriend. And so she's mad they haven't paid him yet because, you know, fundraiser's been low and shit and things have been troubly. But now, so like I'm staying home for this whole rain event. Whereas Harvey, I went north, stayed at the ranch. So now I'm like, oh crap, what if it does flood and it messes up my car? That would suck. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But I know that's very trivial. Nicholas seems to be moving slower than the central with the center less than 20 miles from northern Mexican coast. Time will tell if this is a pause before north movement. Hurricane Hunter's en route. And remember, this thing has been kind of weird and surprising. And so models hinted at some point it's stopping or stalling. And so now if it has slowed down again, it's weird. And it's been very bizarre to watch. I still think there's like a 10% chance I might get in my car and go west to Austin if I do think too much rain is headed this way. Because it's bad enough owing my mom $158, whatever, for the month payment, let alone a whole car that I would never get to use. Bands of brief heavy rainfall will be sweeping inland through the day. Flood threat will be increasing along the coast by this afternoon. Intensity and frequency of banding increases. And I guess now any reason to go visit Austin would be neat. Walk around for a day or two. Anyway, but so, yeah, dude, and remember, I want to show this. So there's the rain that's already moving in. And there's the size of the storm. And so they have this thing moving on here and then going pretty slow just south of Austin, over Houston, and then into Louisiana. And so that would be this whole storm moving here and then slowly over a 12 to 24-hour period into Louisiana. And look, it's got a fat, wet tail, which is weird to say about Nicholas, but whatever. And so, and this thing has really grown, and it's now just clinging off the coast. This is so crazy. This is more like, instead of a video, this is a podcast. Hear me with you. I should have condensed my thoughts better. Sorry. But yep. And just look at that thing. I just don't like the look of that. Anyway, I guess I need to do laundry. And then we're watching this thing. For now, models have it hooking up with Nicholas after Nicholas exits, and it kind of barely missing the coast. Not sure I trust that right now, but we're taking them one at a time. This would be a few days after Nicholas. And then, like, the Nicholas moisture is going to meet the north severe weather storm moisture on the east coast. So this is your, like, possibly tornadoes, hail spot for today. This is your combined moisture with possible tornadoes and hail, severe weather spot by the Great Lakes, which has been getting picked on, that whole area, for tomorrow. And this is your severe weather combined moisture. Oh my God, this could be tornadoes and hail and a pretty big swath for the day after tomorrow. So yeah, the next 72 hours are going to be interesting for a lot of people. Not only just me and the people of Texas. And you know how the planets all spin around and stuff, and the sun goes up and down, and the planets kind of go up and down. They're not always in the same flat elliptic. Anyhow, today is the day that the sun is opposed with Neptune, and they're lined up. So that is interesting. Look at that. So there's Earth, the sun, and Neptune. So that's pretty dang not surprised. Like I said, Neptune was pissed. And it was something I mentioned after the 8.2 earthquake on July 27th. That, I don't know, dude, I've been getting vibes from Neptune, and Neptune is not happy with humanity. So we need to get our act together. Just letting y'all know, passing on. Very mercurial of me to be passing that shit on to you. And then all the gas giants are on the same side of the sun. So there's major imbalance. So we'll be looking for massive Earth changes. And then you've got the fifth and final Pluto-Eris square on the 9th of October, where everything will get super crazy again. And then we'll probably get another hurricane on the 13th of October. And then we've got the Saturn-Uranus square on Christmas, the third of three that we've had will be in 2021 on Christmas Eve 24th. So we've got some plot points for the end of the year calendar that is 2021, bro. Ma'am. Selena Gomez looks happy, and she should be, because her new show, Only Murders in the Building, is pretty fantastic with Steve Martin and Martin Short. And Tina Fey, another new Hawkeye trailer, supposed to come out today. This is going to be Hawkeye Girl. I don't know if you're into the MCU. Wolverine won an award last night. And bam, Badass Auroras. This brought to us by Tree Tanner. Northern Lights. Look at those purples. Or is that indigo? Beautiful. But guess what? The sun went up to 6 sunspots in July and then died back down. And then this month, it went back up to 6 sunspots. and has now died back down to 2, I believe, unless that's 2 overlaid. And then you had a prominence blow its top. Hey, this is a PG show. Off target CME produces quiet. What? Expected to sideswipe Earth's magnetic field, the 11th to the 12th. That was yesterday? Okay. And then there's Invest 95LB, and the B is for Bangladesh in the Bay of Bengal. That may form. Charlie Edsity giving us a breakdown of where it may go, where, remember, the east side of the storm is where all the convection is. So imagine the big storm on this side of it as it drags it across. And so, the Houston, Galveston, this whole area, this area is where the dome is. Does that make sense? Did I say Charlie Edsity properly? Someone made a comment to me that this storm was no big deal. Oh, dude, it's literally a big deal. I mean, it's big. So, the center of it's here, and that's how weird lopsided. It's a strange situation. And so there's still a lot to watch, and I think there's still a lot that can and will change over the next 4 to 12 to 20 hours. The worst parts will hit Houston on Tuesday, and then we'll watch it move into shore on Sunday to Monday. Well, it's Monday already. Yeah, 10 to 20 inches of rain possible, and then remember, it's doing that whole swath, so it's all relative to how much did you get and where were you at the time. People are always bagging on Monday, but I'm like, hey, Monday, Tuesday is my weekend. But that is kind of a joke because I don't really have weekends. I haven't taken a day off in a month. We had a 6.2 earthquake west-northwest of San Antonio de las Cobres in Argentina. We've got an eye. Remember the 7.2 Mexico earthquake hit around the time Ida hit, so we should keep an eye on for weird shit like that. The stalwart had not realized how deeply negative it had gotten, and he's talking about Lisa Abramovich pointing out the city U.S. Economic Surprise Index is around the lowest since June 2020. And so, yeah, I guess whatever that means. Yeah, everything's been super negative since 2015 or earlier, maybe 2008. I don't know, but it definitely came after 2001. Then things got real negative. And I have post-traumatic stress disorder from the 1999 Y2K bug that was going to kill us all. Then it was just doom after doom after doom after doom after doom, crisis after crisis. Anyway, they're closing schools, which is good. It's best to play defense, man. It's pretty dang hot in New York. And New York is saying, hey, stay cool. Because it's hot in the middle of September. I remember when I said I think this year when Texas gets hit by a hurricane, I thought it would be somewhere near Starbase. Well, I came close. I came within 20 miles, for a prediction that was months out. But it didn't hit, so I was wrong. And I admit that I was wrong. And I think we'll have storms to deal with, like I said, possibly through all of October. So we'll be watching the multiple areas. Nikki Hilv-Trividi, the tropical wave emerging off Africa tomorrow, has the potential to be a long-track MDR storm. I've laid out the future assets and obstacles that will affect its traverses the main development region. I got pretty far out in the future, but the ensemble mean to show you basic features. And that was that storm that I showed you before, in the middle of things to kind of break things up. And that showed it up here. And we will see if it gets a ridge or not. You know what I'm saying? So remember, it's going to be challenging. September is going to be challenging. And then October is going to be extra challenging. Then November is going to be extra challenging. And then December is going to be super challenging. But then spring of 2022, I predict things will get better. And I was taking a compliment when someone's like, hey, man, you're making way too many videos about whatever storm. I'm like, A, it's a Texas storm. And B, I like doing the best job possible. And I've given out good information the whole time. So Hurricane Hunters found big jump north, says Mike's weather page. Overnight as main convection belt now new center. This brings action sooner for Texas and Louisiana. That's what the jump north did. Still discussing pockets of rain close to 20 inches an hour, or 20 inches total. A little faster forward speed may reduce the broader area receiving large totals. Flooding still big concern. And so Remember, everybody got excited because it jumped forward and then it sped up. But now, this was an hour ago. Now it seems to have slowed down again. It's a weird storm, man. Whoa, not again. Dang it, Chucks. Oh, man. Here we go. There. They're put out a high risk, which is rare, for Port Lavaca, Bay City, Freeport. And those are rare. So like some areas going to get hit super hard by flooding. Where exactly specifically right now, we don't know, but we're pretty sure the possibilities for people going, oh wow, that was really bad flooding. And I recommend you don't turn around driving flooded ways, but people are like, you can't tell me what to do. So whatever. 2 out of 5 fatalities, 9 out of 10 all flood related damage. 2 out of 5 fatalities are flood related. So, yep. All right, I get it wrapped. This went up in about 20 minutes. Yeah, it has really expanded overnight while I was on the graveyard shift. Okie dokie. And I wanted to say thank you to Astro Fight Club and everybody cool out there. I am now only $215 away from hitting my September fundraiser goal. And I have money in my pocket now to get groceries, batteries, and leave town if I want to. Though I'd have to sleep in my car somewhere because Austin hotels are expensive. But thank you very much. Oh, and if you would like to help me hit the goal for September, I got a mailbox you can send to. I got a PayPal, a Venmo, a Cash App, a Patron. Whole lot of love for y'all. Y'all are incredible. Thank you to Andrea, Sarah, Pep, Life's Lemons, Dave, Nunya Tex, in the year 2525, John, Angel, Wizard of Oz, Rick, Captain Late Night, Nancy, Corey, Bryce, Elda, May, the Texas Angel, Barbara, Alex, Alexis, Arnica, Ann, KJ, Max, Lauren, Daryl, Brian, Dan, Marlita, Richard, Lightsoul, Glenda, Matthew, Bryce, Charles, Tracy, Pink Wolf Girl, Cody, Greg, John, Jamie, Mad Motifs, Darlene, Ed. Y'all are awesome. All right, now Houston's official #1 meteorologist, Matt Lanz, is awake and on the case. He's saying some significant changes occurred overnight. We've covered that. Generally good news. I don't think we should let our guard down anytime soon. I think. But it will still be a bit of a rough go later today and tonight into Tuesday morning or afternoon. His other partner has the latest. Yeah, the storm is now expected to keep moving once inland. It's faster, which should mitigate the rain totals. It doesn't have it stalling, but it's still going to be a mess, and some areas are still going to get over 20 inches of rain. On this radar, it looks like junk. On this radar, it looks more like a super monster. And so it'll be somewhere in between. This is water vapor. And sidebar, the fact that 45 people have contributed to be like, yeah, Thor, please can keep doing what you're doing. And thank you for doing a good job. That is why I love my job. And I give you guys my best. Look at that thing, dude. That thing is exploded, though. But please play defense. In the precipitable water, because usually on the big major storms we've had, you get a whole lot of pink. And that is a whole lot of pink. And so, like I said, it's going to enter here and then move across. How fast it goes will determine how high the rain totals are. The faster, the better. And I would like nothing more than, 3 days from now, people to be like, oh, man, that storm was a bust. You hyped it up. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it'll be somewhere in between. So stay tuned, and I will keep you guys posted. Sound cool? Fantastic. And there's the thing we got to watch that's going to go up. This will go this way. And then this will come up this way. And then this will run up and through. There you go. There's the next 2 weeks. Got it? Stay cool. Have a great day and a great week. Peace out. All right. Stay cool and God bless everyone. Right now its pressure is 1,001 millibar. It would be 7 away from hurricane. But technically what they need is wind speeds of over 75 miles an hour. Right now it's at sustained winds of 60 miles per hour. And it's not supposed to make landfall technically till... No, that's not right. Tuesday. 4 a.m. Monday. I guess, yeah. For 20 hours. So a lot can happen over 20 hours. Though I think it'll make landfall somewhere closer to 12, We'll see. Depends on how far west or east it goes. I gotta let you go. You got other shit to do. Here we go.